Hey guys, back again for Malc's Geeky-Chat live. So I got myself confused with Movie Magic then for a second. And this time I'm joined not only by James, but John as well. So John,
Hello,
would you like to say hello
Yeah.
first? Because you're new.
hello. I've done a lot of Malcolm's and Tash's, the
Movie magic and
movement
movies.
gaming gurus, and I do a lot of typing on that. But this is my second time on the camera with Malcolm because we did our own chat last week.
Yep.
Oh, was that was the chat on your channel, wasn't it?
Yeah, two guys and a girl.
Yeah. Is it still up? Because I was going to watch it.
It's on my YouTube. For some reason, it didn't upload to my Google Plus.
Okay.
Don't know why.
Originally, the title of it was going to be, what was it going to be called again, John?
One bunny lass and two wankers.
There you go. An awesome name. Why would have been censored by YouTube? So
More than likely.
I thought they only had to censor it if it's like copyrighted.
I think they censor swearing and stuff. It depends because wank is one of those words where it is swearing, but at the same time could be taken as not swearing. It's very weird with YouTube because you don't know how they'll react to certain things.
Yeah.
Like some music.
Who does the editing of it?
What's that?
Probably has to do with who does the editing of it and who knows some of the vernacular.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's whoever goes through it. If it was an American person, they probably wouldn't. But if it was like an English person, they probably would.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things where it's hard to determine.
Are you going to introduce James?
Do I?
Is he going to introduce you or what?
Yes.
James, you don't want to say something?
Hey there, guys. I'm back again in the chat as usual with our new guest from John and Malc as our host. It's nice to join John for this is my first chat with you, isn't it? So it's nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time.
Yeah, we will do. We got some pretty cool things. But yeah. So I hope we get many questions and comments coming in as well. So we can start.
I'm wondering if Ash is going to watch today because John's in the chat. So we might get Tash pop in and say a couple of things, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That would be cool. So, James, would you like to bring up the subject, for John and me?
Yeah.
Fire away, sir.
Okay. What sort of movies do you like, John, and TV shows?
Movie-wise, kind of similar to Malcolm. I love a lot of action movies.
Mhm.
Grew up and still am a huge Bruce Lee fan.
Yeah.
I love the old, 1970s chop-socky movies.
Mhm.
That never grow old,
Never.
You like him too, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Don't grow up on them.
More thanks to my wife, I kind of enjoy some of those, softer tearjerkers too.
Yeah.
The old ones and the new ones, I gotta admit, I do cry on occasion,
Nothing to be ashamed of.
No, not at all.
All movies are good to watch, really.
As far as TV is kind of, I love comedy, but I also love some like Big Bang Theory, which I'm trying to get Malcolm into.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Love Big Bang Theory, but also like Supernatural, Criminal Minds.
Supernatural. I watched Supernatural last night. It's coming to the last 3 episodes of season 9.
Yeah.
So
we missed like the last 12 episodes. They're sitting on our DVR right now.
Can you believe James has had to wait nearly a whole year for it to even air in England?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's ridiculous and really annoying. I mean, I like that show, and I had to wait a whole year for the ninth season to come on.
I bought the Blu-ray of season 9 like 2 weeks before it started in England.
Why does it take so damn long?
I don't know. I think because here they didn't have a station for it to air on TV first.
Mm-hmm.
And I think after it is aired, then they'll put it onto DVD and Blu-ray. But I think they had to find like a station for it to air on first before anybody was able to buy it.
I thought it always aired on Channel 4.
No, it used to air on ITV2. Then it went on to Sky Living, which I even got, and then now it's on E4 on English
Always
TV.
been on E4. I'm sure it has. I'm sure it's always been on E4.
No, I haven't. It was on ITV2, Sky Living, and then E4.
It's a bit weird. It'd be on ITV2 and then on E4 when they're completely different network channels.
Yeah, and I think because of the change in network, they didn't have it on for a whole year.
Mm.
Actually, because, normally, it end normally what May and then come back in September. That's that's just the gap, and that's it.
Yeah, because normally what happens is a show like will end in, like you said, May. Then the release will come out in September, October.
Yeah,
And
right before the season premiere.
And then the season premiere starts like a week or two later.
Exactly.
John, do you know if there's going to be how many seasons left they're going to be on?
11.
Supernatural?
Yeah.
Don't know. It's still the #1 show. I mean, that was supposed to be a five season show, but the ratings are so damn good, and they're still good.
It's supposed to end on its 11th season.
Supposedly.
But back in the day when it was season 5, what I heard was it was ending.
Yeah.
And it just continued going. I was like, what?
They pay those guys more money. The episodes are still fantastic. Things they change it all the time still, and so I mean we love it.
Different stories though as well.
They must be running out of ideas though now.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, how many times can they bring back some of the old characters? Keep bringing back Bobby in spirit form and all this crap. How many times can they do that?
Yeah.
Well, I own the whole collection. I've just never watched it.
Do you think you ever will?
Eventually, because I bought it all in one big job lot, didn't I? Of 1 and 8, and then bought 9 because I saw it in Best Buy, priced wrong. Someone put a Sesame Street sticker on it, and it was $4.99, so I got it for that price. I was like, yeah, all right.
Why not?
But it was like $27.99.
That was a good deal for all of them then, wasn't it?
It was.
God forbid you be honest and tell them the mistake, right, Malcolm?
You know what? I was like, never, I was like, I'm not going to do that. $27.99, $4.99. Yeah, I'll go for $4.99. The stickers are so hard in Best Buy to get off. If you just try and peel them off a thing, only because I bought gifts and done it like for Donna.
Right.
But I was like, even if it was the wrong price, you couldn't take it off anyway. So, I did say to the woman, "Is this the right price?" And she said, "Yeah."
Well, she probably didn't even bother looking at it and just scanned it and gave it to you.
Well, that's what they like in Best Buy, aren't they? They're like, ugh.
No, you get some 19-year-old who doesn't really want to be there. They want to work their 8 hours and get the hell out.
I remember applying to work in Best Buy, and the woman who interviewed me said I had the job, but basically it was in the bag, and she gave me a phone call, and 2 weeks later, they said I wasn't going to get the job.
No reason or nothing?
No reason. Just, you didn't get the job.
Alex is here saying, "Hey guys, how are you all doing? Good to see you in the chat, John."
Now, I can't see anything as far as people ask the question.
You've got to click on the Q&A button on the side.
Where?
It's on the side of the screen. Like, if you've...
It's on like the left-hand side.
Oh, here we go.
You got it?
I think. Hold on. There we go.
It's such... I'll tell you something. When I first did these, I was exactly the same as you, John. Like, where's this? Where's that?
Yeah.
It gets easier over time. It's just one of those things where you have to remember where everything is, and like when you start up the chats, they get so easy once you know the proper way of just do.
Remember that, Malcolm? Remember that time when you was experimenting with the draw thing on it?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and the backgrounds.
Yeah.
Remember that? You enjoyed all that stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, it was bonkers.
You enjoyed putting a beard on yourself and everything.
Actually, no, you're the one that drawed me or drawed on me.
Yeah, that's true. I did draw on you. That's right.
What'd you draw on him, Malcolm?
I draw "I love Malcolm" on his face, and then I printed it multiple times on his face, like one of those tattoos. And he had these big glasses on as well. But I drew.
Yeah.
You're
a very good artist, Malcolm.
Oh yeah. Because on the effects thing, you've got backgrounds, like you can have backgrounds of being in water and stuff. It doesn't work very well, but it's there.
It kind of makes you look a bit like a ghost, doesn't it, with like the background behind it?
It does. And sorry, Alex. Hello. Hope you're doing well, too.
Yeah.
And Alex, thank you very much for watching us. Ask all the questions you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John's a natural.
Well, Malcolm might get on Facebook and we can't shut up for like half an hour.
Yeah, that's just it's true. Joking, just half an hour.
Well, that's putting it lightly.
Oh dear. It's like, hello, did this happen? Oh, an hour later, boom, 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 done.
Yeah.
Amazing. So John, what have you been up to?
Not too much. I'm gonna finish off Daredevil probably on the weekend.
Oh, what's this? The new one that's on Netflix?
Yeah.
You enjoying it?
Heard they're bringing what the hell's her name?
Electra.
Electra for next season possibly.
I think it's a guaranteed thing because I read the thing up on it about. I don't know if you read the same thing about two exotic women doing lines.
No, I mean I just saw something in passing this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And basically, I think that they will be Electra into it. If it's a main character for Enzania, I won't like that. I think it should be somebody that comes and goes.
Yeah.
Because I think that would make it a lot stronger. Like have a few episodes where they kind of have this romantic kind of feeling and that sensuality kind of thing. But don't give us all of it at once. Give us it over a few seasons. Keep us wanting it to happen.
I thought that the Secretary and Daredevil were going to be like a couple, and then now they're bringing in some other woman, so that's going to kind of odd.
Yeah.
And no, Alex, I've not seen Wolf Cop yet either.
Yeah, have you seen that movie?
Okay,
I've heard Malcolm mention it to Tash a couple times, and all she does is laugh at it, so I'm not sure about that one.
I've got it, and I enjoyed it.
Well, Malcolm,
are we all back? Because that was weird.
What happened?
I don't know what's happening. There's a lot of breaking up going on.
Am I breaking up?
You're saying like this at me, John.
No, it's completely clear on my side.
Oh, there you go. You're back. For some reason, the chat it does that every now and again. It's that. So what were you saying, sorry?
I was talking about Wolf Cop.
No, I'm saying that you and Tash bring it up, and all she does is laugh about it. So I'm not sure if I want to watch it or not.
Okay, Wolf Cop is an amazing film.
So in other words, it's completely silly, right?
It's very silly, but it's in my top 5 of last year.
Jeez.
I've actually got it right here. Oh, let's have a look. Where are you? I bought it on release day to support the film. There will be a second one. There it is.
Oh my God.
But look,
can I see the front again, please? What does it say? Your eyeballs will never forgive you if you what?
Your eyeballs will never forgive you if you miss this one.
Oh my God.
Oh, there's a really cool sex scene in it between the wolf and a woman dressed up as Little Red Riding Hood. Why would you want to miss that? It's brilliant.
That sounds like a grade below a B movie. Is what that sounds like.
It was awesome. You've got to see it. Seriously,
the werewolf on there looks a bit like a werewolf on Teen Wolf.
Oh, great.
A little bit, except more cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen the film, haven't you, James? Because you own it.
I got the Blu-ray. Yeah, I had it Christmas gone.
You know, what did you think of it? You liked it, didn't you?
Yeah, and at the end they say that there's going to be a sequel coming out sometime this year.
Yeah. So you've got to watch it, John. It's excellent.
Well, I'll have to get it from my movie site and check it out just for the hell of it.
You should, because I watched it originally like a year before the Blu-ray came out, and because England got the Blu-ray like 8 months before America did, and it's a Canadian film.
That's weird.
I know. So I watched that, and then I was like, I'm going to get on release day because it was $12.99, and I thought to myself, you know what, I want to support the film because it's brilliant.
I'll have to, make the point.
You'll have to make the point of watching it because you'll love it. That is in my top 5. I'd say it's number 2 or 3 on my top 5 of last year films I watched.
It's a classic. A note for the future, John. If you recommend James a film or a show, he will most likely not watch it.
Well, I sent him the movie the other night and he loved it. So.
Yeah, I did that one. Why does Tash laugh at the idea of Wolf Cop then, I wonder?
I think she sees it because me and Alex love it because we recommended James watch it. I think Tash sees it, but it's going to be like one of those really stupid films, and it's something that only guys would like. But if she doesn't buy it, I'm going to buy it for her anyway. So if she doesn't buy it, yeah, because her birthday's coming up, so I'll just put it in there with the other thing I buy because it won't be that expensive. It won't be like £4, you know. So I'll just put it in with that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when's your birthday, Malcolm?
How do you not know my birthday yet? How do you not know my birthday? We were supposed to be amigos, you and me.
We are.
Have a guess. When do you think my birthday is?
December?
December. You're close.
May?
January 3rd.
Okay. I was thinking of the May to December thing.
I thought you and he were mates.
Yeah, so did I.
I just forgot the birthday. You told me before.
James is in June, so it's next month.
Okay.
Because he's having a special birthday bash for it.
Yeah.
When's yours, John? Sorry.
September.
September.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're all kind of we're all like, let's have a look. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. All 4 months from each other.
Nice.
It's cool, isn't it?
And how old are you, Malcolm?
How old am I? Well, how old do you think I am?
About 30.
You think I'm about 30?
Well, yeah, 30.
I'm close. I'm 27, I'll be 28.
Okay.
So I'm pretty close. That was a good guess. Most people guess I'm like 36.
No.
Especially when I've got the beard.
Well, I remember you talking about when you met your wife.
Yeah.
And how old you were when you met her. So.
Imagine that. Imagine if that had been 12 years ago. Awesome. That's coming up soon as well. Our wedding anniversary.
Are you going to do anything nice for that?
We always do the same thing. We go to Ivor's on the waterfront, and we go there and have a lovely romantic meal.
Nice.
Yeah, we always do that because that's where we went. When we got married, we had our dinner there. So what we do is we go there every year and do it again.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Trey and I, ours is in October. And we go to a place called Claim Jumper. And you have food from them. They have like a huge 9-layer cake that you can order.
Oh, is that what you do? You order a 9-layer cake?
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just one slice each, and it's gigantic. It's awesome.
Bloody hell.
Oh, God.
So it takes a couple of days, but we finish it.
What
Yeah.
day is yours? Because mine and Donna's is on the 1st of October.
Ours is the 10th.
Yeah, ours is the 1st. We got married on the 1st of October 2013. I think, if I'm correct.
Right, Mum?
Mumsy in the house.
Yeah, she's in the kitchen. You are not.
Getting me a drink. So you're a Supernatural fan then, John?
Oh yeah, have been to watched every season.
What one would you say is your favourite season so far?
Boy, I think the one with the oh my God, which season is it? I think it's 7, the Leviathan.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
I haven't seen any of them, but I think I've seen trailers, so I think I get what one you're talking about.
Well, because it was so completely different. You know, it was always demons this and demons that, and then something happens in 6 that starts off 7 in a really bad way and just gets worse and worse.
Well, something interesting. I was looking up conventions, and I found out that just last month there was a Supernatural convention in my area, right? Which I didn't know about, and you could meet. I think it was Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki or whatever his bloody name is. I hate that guy. Hey, hey, you could have a pitch to both of them for $300, and I was like, damn it, I would have done that just so I could have gone. Look, I've met the guy I hope.
Hey Malcolm, do you want film game junkies in the
No, I don't. I don't want film game jumpers in the chat. Alright, I've got no problem with the guy, I just don't think he should be in there because he doesn't spend time with you at all. You know, you want people in there you can talk to.
Yeah.
You know? And that's Alex just trying to cause crap again.
It's starting crap.
They're starting trouble.
Have you ever been to a Supernatural convention, John? Or?
No, he was just saying that it costs like $200 each to meet those guys.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Have you ever been to a convention, John?
Never have.
Have you ever wanted to?
I've always wanted to go to Comic-Con.
Oh, what, the big one?
Well, yeah, either LA or San Diego.
I would love to go to the San Diego one.
Yeah.
I bet.
The thing is, I could get tickets because of my friend I told you about.
Yeah.
He can get me in there free, just the process of getting down there.
Oh, I'll have to remember that when I get big money. I go, hey, John, hook me up. You know what I mean? I'll have to remember that. Thanks for that.
Like I told you before, look for the booth of Dan Frege. That's all you look for.
There we go, you see. I'm getting hooked up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the thing is, when you go to places like that, you need to have plenty of money, though.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's one of those things. I think I'll probably end up going to it maybe in like 2 years. You know, because I need to work, I need to save money. Because, like I said to Don, if I went, I'd like to take at least a few grand with me. Because you never know what you might find there.
Or who you might find there. You know, you want to buy something really cool, and it's like $500, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Expensive.
Well, the thing is, you know, I used to go to the English Comic Con.
Right.
And as great as it is, it's really lacking as well. You know what I mean?
How so?
Like, I don't know how to explain. You see San Diego Comic Con looks incredible, right?
Oh, yeah.
You go to the English one, it's in a massive hall. The stalls there are very and the celebrities, as great as they are, they're not as big as they are in San Diego. You know? Like, if you go to San Diego, you're more likely to see somebody like Harrison Ford than you would in the English one.
Well, you might see Harrison Ford, or on a smaller scale, Kevin Smith.
Yeah, you'll get all these people that actually are big stars. Like, for instance, when you watch Big Bang Theory stars will be there.
Oh, yeah.
But they won't be at the one in England until after the show is practically over. I mean, we're getting Game of Thrones people in England and that, like Peter Dinklage and that, but it just seems very, like, mostly old past it people, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, not that I have a problem with them, it's just one of those things where I'm like, you know. Lots of adventure asked James, who will be your birthday bash?
Sorry.
Who will you? Who will be in your birthday bash?
I found it. The big bash would be the perfect time. No, it wouldn't. No. No.
The question was who's going to be in your birthday bash? The one I read.
Okay. Should I tell you?
Sure.
Please.
I'm guessing you were reading the Alex one originally, so I just won't say that one.
I've got a list of people, including other people as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you can come as well, John. Do you want to come?
Well, since considering we're in a few oceans apart, so it might be a bit difficult.
It means on his channel.
Oh yeah, that for sure.
Okay.
But James, here's a question for you. Never ask the bloke if he wants to come, alright?
You're gonna come. I have to know if you're gonna come.
I put down Daniela, Adams Collections 101, Eugene Johnson.
Who? You know what? I thought we decided that you weren't going to invite people that you don't really talk to that much.
I do by typing on YouTube.
That doesn't.
Sketch.
Is it on comment or is it on?
It's on my written document list for the chat.
Alright, well if it gets too many I won't be there because I'm not going to be one of those people that ends up listening to everybody else talk about nothing. Because when you get too many people in a chat, no one talks.
Okay.
That's true. You get too many people that everyone just sits around looking at each other.
Yeah, exactly. And what happens is when people do talk, people get a bit angry with them because they're like, oh, I'm not getting a chance to talk, even though they won't say anything.
Yeah. Well, Alice asked, what's the greatest day of your life? To all of us. Mine was the day my son was born.
Mine would have to be the second greatest day of my life, which was probably being with Donna.
Very nice.
That's cool. All of you. My niece is being born.
Were you there?
Yeah.
Did you see him pop out?
No, I mean, probably the best day of my life was probably when I saw my first ever niece when she was born.
Oh, nice. So England get the bad end of the stick when it comes to most conventions. They don't, but to me they do. Because I'm somebody who has a very eclectic taste. Most of the people I want to meet are at the BFI, and they pop in very rarely, like people like Dario Argento and stuff. They're people I'd love to see at Comic Con, but you never do.
But the thing is, I think most of the people who go to the ones in England or don't go, or the ones the American actors, their shows are about where they start shooting again. They want some kind of vacation. They want to spend their vacation down at Comic Con talking about the show.
Yeah. Well, like places should never get Stephen Amell down there in England.
No.
You'd never get somebody like let's say. Well, we get the point anyway. What I'm saying, but the thing is, there's a lot of people, like for instance, a lot of people that you won't see there. Like you can walk through San Diego Comic Con, and you'll see people like Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, even though Carrie Fisher has been to the English one, and you'll see all these other people, like wrestling people that are wrestling now, not has-beens. Do you get what I mean?
Right.
And that's the problem I find with them. Like you get all this Star Wars, Doctor Who, and Star Trek stuff, and they're all people that don't really matter.
Are you a Doctor Who fan?
What was that, James?
Oh, sorry, I said, are you a Doctor Who fan?
I haven't watched Doctor Who in a very, very long time. I used to watch it back in the 80s. I haven't watched it since. Now, one of my sisters and all of her daughters are huge Doctor Who fans, and they keep me updated as far as what's going on. But I watch so many shows these days. It's hard to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so jealous of you, John. I don't watch any. Any shows. I don't watch any at all, so I'm a bit jealous.
That's a little fib. Malc, you watch a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing about. What about Gareth James? I think you will hurt his feelings if you don't invite. I'll focus on the birthday bash this week, aren't they? And they're all asking about people who ain't even going to be there either. Gareth's not going to be there because James doesn't want him there.
Yeah,
So
sorry. Sorry if you're watching later.
people ask weird questions, John. People know James and Gareth have had problems and they're not really friends anymore, and they ask the question.
Just to stir the pot.
Yeah.
Which happens. Are you adjusting from your light in the background again?
Trying to. Is it good or is it blurry?
It kind of flickers in and out, but it's fine.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, Malcolm, what are you watching at the moment?
what am I watching at the moment?
Mm.
My Family,
Okay.
Murphy's Law, Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2, Pride Fighting Championships, The Ultimate Fighter. What else? Let's see. Just like Game of Thrones Season 4, Covert Affairs, Parks and Recreation,
Recreation.
What's that?
Recreation.
Okay, I say it wrong. Recreation. There we go. I always say it wrong. But either way, you get what I mean. And, yeah, a Ripper Street. So about 8 things.
Damn.
I try and mix.
Sorry, do you like Buffy and Angel?
Oh yeah. I mean, I was a huge Buffy. I never missed an episode of Buffy.
Yeah.
Is this from the very beginning when it started from day one?
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
It sounds odd, but I mean, I never, every new episode I was there.
Well, let's ask you this question then. What was your favourite season of Buffy?
Actually, the last one.
What, season 7? Why?
Well, because it seemed like she didn't really want to be there, but she still kicked ass.
Yeah.
And then when she finally, got the, set the power out to everybody, and just there's a lot of closure to it, and that's the way it should have been.
I think my favourite season was always number 2.
Why is that?
Because it had so many characters in there, and it had Spike, and it had Drusilla, it had Evil Angel, it had what was that guy's name? The Judge.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he was there, even though he wasn't that great. He was all right.
Who was a character that Seth Rogen? Not Seth Rogen. There was there was oh my god, Alison Hannigan's boyfriend. There was the werewolf.
Oh, Oz.
Oz.
Oz, yeah. He was just season 1, right? Or was he 1 and 2?
He was in 2, 3, and 1 and 4.
Yeah, I think he left in season 4.
Okay.
I never get the scene in Angel season 1 where Cordelia goes, Oz, Oz, Oz. I never forget that. One of my favourite moments in the whole history of the show, which makes no sense. But yeah, I think my favourite villain of all time was probably the Master.
That's mine as well.
He was pretty evil looking.
Because he always reminded me of Nosferatu to a degree.
Yeah, there's death scene at the end of season 1.
Yeah,
it wasn't that epic, It was just Buffy throwing him through the roof of the library.
to be honest, I thought it sucked.
The ending is death. Wasn't all that good.
What's that, John?
You think that the way he died should have been more dramatic, or what?
Yeah.
Me myself, I felt like he killed her, so it seemed a bit silly, but she could get back up and then go after him and then just kill him like that. It just annoyed me. You know, I would have
Yeah.
liked it if something special had happened. To me, finding someone in the window and then falling down doesn't really make it very epic, does it?
You know, it's just like it landed on the stake, wasn't it, at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you have liked to happen, Malcolm? How would you have liked it to end?
Honestly, I'd like
Yeah.
to if someone like Spike had turned up and staked him, and then just disappeared or something. You know, something where it would have made that character like they were a lot stronger and a lot scarier for you to think about until season 2. You know, all of a sudden, the aim stake him and be like, "Ah," and then leave. You know.
And what about the whole resurrection of the Master thing at the end, at the beginning of season 2?
I don't remember that because I haven't started watching that bit yet.
Oops.
Oh.
I've seen the whole show before, so it's okay.
I watched all. I haven't watched it in I don't know how freaking long, man.
Yeah, well, that's like me. I bought all the box sets because I hadn't watched them since what they aired.
Yeah.
And since the VHS days, because I had them all on VHS.
Right.
But I watched them since then, so there are some certain things that I don't remember so much. You know?
Have you got the collections, John?
Let's see. Charmed.
Mm-hmm.
My wife loved freaking Charmed. Friends. For me personally, I got the VHS copy of a show called Spencer for Hire from the 80s.
Yeah.
And Star Trek Voyager. Love Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
What about Next Generation?
Don't have all of them, no.
Deep Space Nine?
No.
Enterprise?
No.
The original?
No.
The animated series?
No.
There's special one-off episodes that were only released on one VHS each?
No.
You know what? I got any of them.
And you're a fan of Star Trek?
Oh, big time. Huge. Fan of it, yeah.
I only liked Next Generation myself.
Really?
Yeah. But then I never really got a chance to watch the others. I might do now they're coming out on Blu-ray.
Voyager's already out on Blu-ray.
Is it?
Now, Deep Space Nine, I'm not sure about.
I know Next Generation is an original series. I didn't know about Voyager.
Yeah. The Deep Space Nine I like a lot because the captain was a guy who was, again, sorry to bring it up, but he was one of the main characters in Spencer for Hire. And he was the captain in Deep Space Nine, so that was cool.
Have you ever seen Spencer for Hire, James?
It was mid-80s.
What's that?
Sorry, what was the show?
Spencer for Hire.
With Robert Urich.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen it. I've heard of it. I'm going to pick up the DVD set.
I have seen some of the Star Trek, so.
Have you watched Star Trek a lot?
Yeah, I watched some of the old classic ones, but never all of them.
Okay. There's something I'd pick up Blu-ray if I saw them really cheap. Because I think they're extortionate prices when they release them, like $60-odd each. I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a couple. Got a comment here: PS4 or Xbox One?
I'm out. I wouldn't know.
Okay, well I'm guessing James doesn't know either. So PS4.
If I had one, PS4.
Would you really though? Would you really have a PS4?
One day, if they come down to like £20, maybe.
Oh fuck.
6, 7 years, maybe.
Yeah, when the next one's out, maybe.
Go to GameStop and get a refurbished one in a couple of years.
James, you're an Xbox person. You know why? Because they're wankers. That's why. Let's see, we've got another one here. Will they be releasing Buffy on Blu-ray? What do you think, John?
I think so. I think it continued in comics, and that was pretty popular.
I think, I think there's a big, I could go on about this quite a bit, Because because it's Buffy and X-Files from the same company, 20th Fox. Right?
Yeah.
So considering they're not releasing their Blu-rays like they were, like they stopped the Glee and so forth, I think there's less of a chance of it happening. Before I was like, there's definitely going to be an X-Files one, there'll definitely be a Buffy and Angel, but I don't see it coming. If it does come, I reckon it's going to be years from now. I don't think it'll be now. Which is this.
Sorry, can I just say that? Do you think that eventually, when that X-Files reboot comes out, that I'll put all other seasons of X-Files on Blu-ray?
We'll find out. If they release that revival one on Blu-ray, there's more of a chance the other one being on Blu-ray. If it's on DVD, no chance. That's my view. No chance in hell. Buffy, I don't think will ever. I think will come out on Blu-ray, same as Angel, but I think you've got less of a chance of happening now that they're not releasing certain shows on Blu-ray. The amount of shows that they stopped doing Blu-rays of irritated me this year because I had to buy them all on DVD, and I didn't want to buy them on DVD. I want them on Blu-ray. If I've been buying Blu-ray like Glee.
Well, can we ever? What's your thoughts of like certain things being on DVD, right, for a certain, I don't know, for a certain few years, and suddenly a Blu-ray comes out and it goes back to DVD the year after? Can you still like have them next to each other, or do you not like that?
You know, I put my DVDs and Blu-rays next to each other because I haven't got the room to put them separate. If I have a TV series, I have to put them together, obviously, because it makes sense.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like films, I don't like putting them together because I like being able to go through them individually.
Mm-hmm.
I think the problem is they released the DVD a few years later when there is Blu-ray. That's fine. It's when they released the DVD like 4 months ago and you pick up and then you've got the Blu-ray out when it should have come out originally. That's what I don't mind. Alright? But what I do hate is when they have things that they say can only be out on DVD and then a Blu-ray comes out after you spent your hard-earned cash on all the DVDs.
John, how many DVDs and Blu-rays do you have?
Blu-ray wise, I only have maybe 40 or 50.
Yeah.
But now, as far as regular DVDs, I mean, I have, quite a few hundred of that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to do a collection video sometime.
That takes me a while.
And for some reason, they're extremely popular.
Yeah, you would know.
In a moment,
so about interest. But what is your view, John, about the whole DVD, Blu-ray thing and how they change up?
I think that once DVD start, the set on DVD starts dropping in price, then they bring up the Blu-ray. You get the full thing on the DVD for say $9. Okay, well, here's the Blu-ray for $29.99.
Yeah,
that sells well. Then they bring back the original DVDs for $24.99, so they keep making the money that way.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good point. I think they do that because let's think about it. They released the DVD version. Let's say London Pitbulls, which is a cheap movie. People go, I can't buy the Blu-ray. I'll pay the $14.99 for it. A few weeks ago, it goes now £5. Oops, look, the Blu-ray's out now for $14.99 as well.
Exactly.
I might as well go get the Blu-ray because I don't want the DVD quality. So you've got a good point there. That makes a lot of sense, and I think they would.
That's as far as Alex, if I had a choice, I'd probably choose the PS4.
Yeah, because then we can talk.
Exactly.
And then we can be in the same team, and you can be driving. I can shoot people.
Good.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let's do it. Would you buy Buffy on Blu-ray, James?
Yes.
What?
Yes, so would I.
Would you pay? What would be your most price you'd pay for it, James? Because I know you don't like spending too much, so that's the reason I'm asking. Like,
if it was all seasons, season 1 to 7, probably about £30.
Yeah, that won't happen for a while, not on Blu-ray. I reckon when it came out, it'd be between 100 and 150 quid.
Yep.
Right.
What about you, John? How much would you pay for it?
Brand new, I mean, I'd love to spend no more than 50, but that's not realistic. Probably more like $80.
Yeah, I think I'd buy it. I'd buy it close to release date. If it came out in like September, October, I'd wait because of Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on the price, if it's like I bought the Soprano set for like $180,
Wow.
And Donna bought me the Batman set for 170. So I don't mind paying that price for them
Good.
if I want them right then, you know. But I do understand because, in my view, in a way, what I do when I buy them like that is a waste of money because they can really shoot down pretty quickly.
Right.
It's a matter of being impatient to see them, you know.
Well, I know you're a huge fan of the packaging. I think
Yeah.
that if it comes with really a lot of cool stuff, either behind the scenes or making of, and it comes with, like, sleeves of good information, or it looks cool, you don't mind paying the extra.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the minute, I've got The Wire pre-ordered, the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And I really want that to come out because it comes out, I think it's the 1st of June or the 2nd of June, something like that. And I think it's going to be, I'm hoping it's going to be in the way The Sopranos was, when they've got the individual cases.
Yeah.
But I also think it's going to end up like Deadwood and Rome, where it's got me in those horrible slider ones, which I'm not looking forward to, but we'll find out when it comes.
Hey Malcolm, I have a question for you. If the real Ghostbusters came out on Blu-ray, would you get that?
No, I wouldn't. I would not buy it because we've gone on about it so much, but I hate the bloody thing. I hate all Ghostbusters. If I saw Dan Aykroyd and that at a convention, I'd probably shoot him and kill him, just because that would be the end of the whole Ghostbusters saga. And they could have a video of me on the end of each Blu-ray getting arrested, laughing, going, "Well, that screws James up now, on death row."
What about you, John? Do you like Ghostbusters?
I would definitely buy it, but for my wife, she's a huge Ghostbusters fan. I mean, anytime it comes on, doesn't matter if it's in the beginning, near the end, or in the middle. Oh, we're watching this. Like, So I'd get it for her so she would stop turning to it every 3 days.
It's one of those shows that isn't bad. It's just one of those. Well, when you've heard about it so many times, you just, Alex says, "What would you rather buy, John?"
Oh, I already answered that one. That's the PS4 or the.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
That's that. Okay. Let's see if we've got any questions on the main page. No, we do not. But while we in a standstill, I shall go and do a wee and leave you.
Thank you for sharing that.
I'm gonna go do a wee because I don't think anyone wants to see me do a wee sitting here.
No, I don't need a golden shower. I'm cool.
That's not what I heard, John.
Cold shower?
Golden shower.
Oh, right.
American saying, trust me, it's nasty.
Yeah.
So what shows you liking right now? Anything new?
Just Supernatural on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, it comes on late here, so we don't normally watch it the day after.
Sorry?
No, so it normally comes on late here, so we normally we'll watch it the next day. Often, yeah.
Is it, what season is it there at the moment?
Well, 9 just ended.
Yeah.
I think two or 3 weeks ago.
Is season 10 out yet?
Is it 10? Oh no, it probably won't be out until September.
Okay.
Yeah.
What channel does it air on over there? What network?
What the hell is it? The CW.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And the CW doing a lot of superhero stuff coming up in the next few years.
You ever been to a Supernatural convention?
I haven't been to one. I know that Jared Padalecki actually left one the other day because he was missing home.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because he went on Twitter and said I have to leave and go home to my family. Right before, like an hour before the convention started, he actually left and flew back to L.A.
Well, probably homesick.
Yeah. Well, I guess supposedly he struggles with depression.
Yeah.
And so I guess he was really missing his wife and his daughter, and just wanted to go home. But again, you shoot a show for what 8.5, 9 months.
Yeah.
You do all the other conventions. That's in another 2 months of your time. You don't have a whole lot of time off to share with anybody else.
All the previous seasons there was to be like up to 22 episodes.
Yeah.
Now they're like 23.
Well, hell, back in the day, like way back in the 50s, well, they used to have like 50 shows a season on some shows.
Oh, right, that's a lot more, yeah.
They'd shoot 2 a week.
What was your favourite in season 9, and Ethan?
On which one?
What was your favourite in season 9?
Well, again, we've only watched half of it so far.
Okay.
But what, Malcolm?
What are you guys talking about?
No, just my favorite episode this season on Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
I think when they rid Dean of his demon.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I like the whole Abaddon thing, you know, that demon?
Oh, she's wicked.
Yeah.
She's sexy, but damn, she's wicked.
And the old Castiel story of angels now following him around and that.
Well, then with Castiel, he has his powers, then he loses them. Then he's Christ-like, then he loses them again. They keep flip-flopping between him having powers and not having powers. He can heal, he can't heal. It's getting a little boring with him, I think.
Yeah.
But then by season 9, what do you expect? That's the thing,
Yeah.
I mean, things like Angel were running out of ideas by season.
Like that.
Alright. By season 3, Angel was running out of ideas.
Well, he already had 2 or 3 seasons with Buffy. I mean, not full seasons, obviously, but they ran out of ideas after like 3 or 4 seasons. They're like, well, just screw it. And the ratings weren't great for it anyway.
The thing is, I thought Angel was a great show. I just thought that it kind of lost track after season 2.
Yeah.
Because season 3, the whole Hunter and all that stuff was just rubbish.
Right.
And Connor and all this. And then you had season 4 with, the Beast and Jasmine, and that was boring. And then working with Wolfram and Hart, which made no sense.
What would you have liked season 5 to have been if it wasn't with the Dolphin?
Angel and Cordelia getting it on every episode. I would have liked to have seen that with a little Buffy action in the side.
Oh, gee. Love triangle, right?
What would have been great is if Angel had been with Cordelia at the beginning of an episode going, I'm giving you a good staking. That would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome. If they did a staking, Angel would have been dust.
No, Angel giving her a staking.
Oh, if he did that, she'd be dead.
Obviously, you're not getting my meaning.
No, he's not. Then at the end of the episode, he's giving the stake to Buffy.
Yeah, there you go.
2 episodes later, then all 3 of them are together, and then you're all good.
Well, you know what? You could have been with Buffy and gone, who's the Slayer now?
So I'm slaying you right now.
Exactly, That'd been awesome,
Do you like the character of Wesley?
I did.
Yeah.
I think Wesley's... I liked Wesley because, for being this English wanker-like bloke, to being this real hard, kind of crazy, kind of, like getting darker and deeper. And that's what I liked. I like that he went from like this nice, kind of a bit of a, to being this hard person. And I thought that was more realistic. Because as we go through pain and stuff, it can change us that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you react to your surroundings, you're, like you said, your whole entire thought process changes.
Is this? Last time I mentioned it, but no guys in the birthday bash. Also, will you be getting Until Dawn, and have you seen the trailer for Scream Queens? So let's answer the first question first. But no guys in the birthday bash. Is he going to be in the... John knows guys as well. Look, John's like, yeah, he's not going to be there.
Hey, I don't care.
So is he going to be there, James?
I've got them written down.
Written down, okay. I'm guessing Until Dawn is the game that's coming out. I'm guessing since James doesn't have the console, if it's coming out on PC, I don't know. And I don't think, obviously, because John hasn't got a console at the moment, have you, John?
Nope. Well, just the Wii, and that's it.
An amazing machine if you've got people to play with. The Wii.
My wife has the GameCube that actually works.
Oh, nice. I used to play the Resident Evil 4 on that.
Actually, I play. There's a Star Wars game on there that I play.
Yeah.
And, you enter a certain code on the password screen. And you can play the old stand-up Star Wars game where you blow up the Death Star.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How many times have you blown up that Death Star?
A few hundred at least.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah,
I love that, man. I used to love that game. I used to have the hand grips in the arcade and the whole deal.
No, that's what I was saying, wasn't it, on Monday about the arcade thing?
Yeah.
It was such a magical time, and you don't get many of them now.
There's the Brennan Theater over about 10 miles from here. They still have a walk-in arcade.
Oh, nice.
And you walk by, you still hear all those sounds and all the zoop and all that stuff.
I used to love the sounds. Right? You said do 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 and all this stuff. You know, it used to be awesome.
Yeah. Well, you remember when oh lordy, what's that movie with Pauly Shore, Brendan, Encino Man?
Yeah.
Well, they're in the arcade. All you hear is Radmobile.
Yeah.
You know, like, yes.
Well, it's like I don't know if you remember the film Wizard.
Oh, sure.
You know, from the 80s with Fred Savage in.
Yeah. Yeah.
That film where they're like doing the Super Mario tournament thing, just reminds me so much of my childhood. You know,
yeah.
but it's like so amazing to kind of think, wow, that film now is like 80s, and now I've gone up so much. You know.
Well, that movie's like 30 years old. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it now. Actually, nice. Hold on. Might as well yeah, I'm going to buy Until Dawn. And have you seen the trailer for Scream Queens? Have you, John?
Not yet.
I heard Emma Roberts is in it, which has kind of put me off it a bit. But Jamie Lee Curtis could be in it as well, I heard. She is, I think.
That could be fabulous.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and some other people. But I'll probably wait until it comes out. Trailers can be great, they can be bad, but the show could be awesome, you know?
True. I remember seeing Jamie Lee Curtis in we went to go see Trading Places in the theater.
Yeah.
Because my brother always took me to the R-rated movies.
Yeah.
And the scene where she takes her top, I was like, you know.
You were like, I'll be right back. I need to use.
I'll be right back. I'm heading to the loo real quick.
No, maybe some time in the cubicle making weird noises.
He was funny.
What's that of them? You like Beavis and Butthead?
You know, there was a Beavis and Butthead video game for PC years back.
Actually, I've seen gameplay at that. It looks completely ridiculous.
I've actually played it. I think I've got a download of it still. This is why I have a download of nearly every console plus the emulator plus games. Yes, I know.
Good Lord.
Yes, it's.
John, have you played Grim Fandango?
Nope.
You know what? He probably won't either, because he's got better taste than that.
Oh, wow.
And by the way, I've got my 5th gameplay coming out soon.
So I'll start putting you on ignore again for a week. Okay. What's this? This is the greatest film ever made. I would say it's one of them. I would say it's one of those ones that if you grew up with it, you would think it's one of the greatest, because it's one of those. It's like the Wonder Years, the TV show. You watch it and you have so many memories of it.
Well, for me, like, you watch the original Tron.
Yeah.
I could watch that movie 30 times in the next year and never get bored with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all have that. I mean, I have it with American Ninja.
Yeah.
You know, and so forth. I think we all have that feeling. What's this?
Have you seen the Easter egg in Tron before?
The Easter egg.
Well, the little hidden thing the director throws in there.
Never even knew there was one.
Well, there's one scene where Zod, not the master control, but the guy who controls the players. He's looking at a screen, and there's a Pac-Man game going on in the screen in front of him.
Oh, well, I haven't seen it in years, so. But thanks for telling me that, because next time I watch it, I'm going to look for that scene.
Yeah.
I noticed in what was it in? I was playing a game recently, a Ubisoft game. Yeah, that's it. It was Assassin's Creed, and there was a Far Cry 3 poster on the thing.
Yeah.
You know, when you see things like, you're just like, this is so cool. You know.
That's why there's so many Easter eggs in so many movies that you just have to watch everything.
It's incredible. I mean, they reckon now, if you watch certain things now, there's like hundreds of them in some films that you just never see until you get told.
Yeah.
I see Metal Gear Solid is the free game for PSN. I doubt it. It can't be. Because it was a demo anyway, the one that was released. I mean, it wasn't a demo, but I mean, it was like a demo in playing it. If that is the free game, not worth it. If the new one was the free game, the one coming out, yeah.
I haven't played Metal Gear since the first one.
Have you played the first one?
Oh yeah.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Did you play it on the PlayStation or did you play it on the GameCube?
PlayStation.
Because the GameCube had a remastered one called Twin Snakes.
Huh.
Which now, I don't know if it's in America, but in England it's actually quite rare now.
Nice.
Yeah, so you've never played the others?
I tried number 2. I couldn't really get into it too much.
Was it because there was a white-haired, blonde-headed woman in there? Or Raven, or Biden, or whatever way people want to call it?
No, I tried it for a couple of weeks and just
I bought every single one on release date. I've played every single one religiously, including the old Game Boy and Game Gear ones, thanks to the Legacy Collection. I remember it like it was yesterday when I think I was 10 at the time. We went in Toys R Us and we picked up the game, and I got this little really bad strategy guide. You know those ones that had like the dark brown pages?
Sure.
Before they had these really beautiful ones. And getting home and just screaming every time I was excited by it. Number 2, my dad was supposed to pick out for me because I was at school, and he said to me in the car, I didn't pick up, and I swore at him and started hitting him because I was so angry. Like I was on 4 years old, and he went and he pulled it out from under the chair and went, I did get it, and I felt so guilty.
Oh, wow.
Right? But I completed it. I almost completed one night. I was stuck on the side of the spike. Number 3, I went out and bought the day it came out. Number 4, I went and did the exact same thing. Number 5, obviously I got it shipped to me and played, and obviously the next one will be. But nothing beats the first one. The first one was amazing.
Yeah, I loved it.
Plus, I didn't like number 4 where Liquid Snake takes over Revolver Ocelots by his arm. It got ridiculous.
Huh. Hopefully the newest one, whenever it comes, will be a lot better.
I hope so. I just don't like the freedom aspect because it's more open world. I don't like that. I kind of feel like that takes away from it more. It's...
Yeah.
We'll see. Plus, they changed the voice.
That's lame.
I mean, it's Kiefer Sutherland's voice now, which is just...
Less is capitalizing on 24.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like that. I want the actual actor who did the voice.
Yeah.
But, apparently they're supposed to be remastering the first one. If they do, I'll be in a heartbeat. That'll be mine in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
John, have you ever seen the show Are You Afraid of the Dark? And if you did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That and like, oh Lord, Goosebumps, those Tales from the Crypt, that kind of stuff. I used to love that.
So you guys missed out on Tales of the Unexpected and Thriller. Have you seen either of them?
Oh yeah.
No.
That's what you should be getting there, James. Things like that. They're old and dated, but they're great.
Yeah, fantastic.
Especially Tales from the Unexpected. It's such a. Some of those episodes scared me so bad when I was a kid.
Yeah, they were
But
really good.
Like when the guy kills his wife by locking her in the thing, or it was the husband, it was one of them, and he goes in and he gets locked in there at the end. That was one of the most scariest things that ever popped into my head. A lot more scarier than Are You Afraid of the Dark now.
Yeah.
That's because Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark is based on teen kid shows.
So was it Tales from the Unexpected was Kids Hours?
Yeah. I used to love that show.
You should get that, James. You should get Tales from the Unexpected.
I've seen Tales from the Dark Side, a few of those on horror.
How about this? Oh, right. Oh, what does it say? I've seen the show so much, Tales from the Dark Side, because I own them. It goes something about they believe in a reality, but it's there. I always love that bit. That bit always makes me laugh because I'm like, this is just a terrible show. Because I watched it, because I've got some reviews of them on my channel.
Right.
And some of them you're like, is this really supposed to be that scary?
Well, before its time, it probably was.
Probably was. It came out in like the 80s, I think.
Exactly. When I was probably like 15, 16 when it came out. That'll scare a kid from the 80s.
Sure. Well, kids from the 80s, they hadn't seen as much as we had.
Yeah.
I remember in the 80s, obviously I was born late 80s. But I remember in the 80s, my cousin, because he's like 40 odd now.
Yeah.
He told me, he said, Malc, you'll never ever get the chance to have not only the pre-cert days of film, but also you'll never get that experience of sitting up late at night watching a 80s movie at that period.
Oh, absolutely.
And having that excitement that you had from watching it because you felt so bad. Now it's like everybody can just watch whatever they like.
I mean, I remember the first time I ever watched Halloween, the original.
Yeah.
That was like I think it was 81 when I first saw it.
I think it was released in 1979 though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I saw it in 1981 on VHS at a friend's house, and I was scared out of my mind. And it was like midnight on a Saturday. I had to run across the street to go get to my house. I stopped in the middle of the street and looked down the street, and in my mind, what's the picture? I saw some guy standing in the middle of the street. And I was like, "Whoa!" and just freaked out.
The question is, when you looked again and he disappeared.
That terrified me. To this, I still remember that to this day. Scarier now. Scarier now.
Have you seen any of the other sequels to Halloween?
Well, actually, all of them. I mean, I like the first remake with Rob Zombie is really good. I think.
Oh no! You know what? You and me, we cannot be friends now.
Hey, I said the first one. Second one's horrible.
First one I saw in the cinema, and I came out yelling and complaining and asking my money back. Seriously. Wow. It probably had to do with the fact that a guy and his girlfriend was giving him a blowjob in front of me in the chair area. That was why I went out to play. But the fact is, the film was terrible. Malcolm McDowell does not do Dr. Loomis justice.
Well, no one can do Donald Pleasance. Come on now.
The only thing I liked about the remake was that they had the Bluest of Cold and Fear the Reaper song in it.
Yeah.
I think the whole movie was dreadful. Oh, Michael Myers wears a mask because guess what? He likes masks. He makes masks in his cell. He loves masks. Let me just hug you, Michael. Oh, no, he didn't mean to do that. What does Michael do? Oh, he puts on the Myers mask and decides he's going to kill his sister like that. The whole movie betrays the legacy of the original.
How so? How so?
Well, the whole point of watching Halloween, one of them anyway, is the fact that Michael Myers, the reason for the way he is because there's this mysterious element that we're not supposed to know about him. Like, how does he stay alive? How does this happen? Oh, but being in a Rob Zombie movie, he gets beaten, he gets attacked, and he's got a drunkard, and he's got a stripper as a mother. I mean, come on, right? Oh, and so he decides to beat someone to death.
Oh,
Oh,
then how come in the original, when he's been in an insane asylum his entire life, how does he know how to drive a car?
well, exactly. But you know, that was back then. We didn't care about that stuff then, you know. But
Right.
what I'm saying is, there's certain things about that movie which ruin the whole thing. Let's see what else. One thing, he wasn't wearing the outfit, but he wore in the first one.
True.
All right. Second of all, he puts on the mask and then goes sees his sister naked. But his sister is naked in the first one, the original one. He goes up behind her and goes,
Yeah.
and you don't get that cool eye shot was ruined, where he's looking through the eyes. The whole Malcolm McDowell is a fantastic actor, but Dr. Loomis was never a selfish, money-grabbing, evil man.
True.
You know, Michael Myers never was mentioned to have loved making masks. You know, it's one of those things where, oh, Michael loved making masks. No, he wore a mask because he wanted to hide himself because he was so ugly and demonic in his mind.
True.
You know, and the family were a normal, well, from what we know, were like a normal married couple with kids. In the remake, they're all evil and twisted. It's like watching Shameless, except he goes around killing them instead.
That's true, because the mother's a stripper and the father's already dead.
Yeah.
And then the guy that
Stepdad, isn't it? And it's stepdad in the remake.
Yeah.
And he ties him up with tape stuff.
with yeah.
Right? In reality, see, these are the things. What people forget is the whole mystery of Michael Myers is the fact we don't know what caused him to be the way he is. Seeing him as this overweight, blonde-haired kid, right, just makes us go, oh, well, he's bullied, something happened, he killed his family, voila, he's obsessed with his mother. Right? So not only is he Michael Myers, but now he's Norman Bates as well, because he's obsessed with his mum.
Right.
How about what do you think if it was all rebooted, the Halloween franchise itself, all of them?
I don't think you can now. I think Halloween isn't going to be what it was back then. I don't think it can be. So Friday the 13th, it's just another one of those slashers now. It's just another one of those ones where they're just killing people. It was a formula that worked in the 80s and early and late 70s. It was one of those things that was new, but not new at the same time. It had a special feeling to it. Now, it just feels like a run-of-the-mill because you don't have the actors. You don't have that. Like I said about horror movies back in the day. You saw Brash, you were waiting for them, but you didn't expect them. You waited for them and you hoped it would happen. But now when you watch a movie, like, you're like, oh, someone's going to be topless, there's going to be a sex scene, voila, boom, done, dead.
Yeah.
What would you like to see in a slasher film now, then, Malcolm? New stuff that you...
I'd like to see originality. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see originality. I'd like to see something that's never been done before, which is very hard because nearly everything has been done before. If you do something scary enough, it more than likely has happened in another country.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard. You know, I can't go, oh, you know, do this, do that, because I'm not a filmmaker. You know, I could go on about things for hours about that, and I could be right, I could be wrong. More than likely, I'd probably be 60% wrong because I have never really been someone to be in the movie section when it comes to writing or, you know.
Right.
But I do think that a lot of these things should not be made now. I think we should be moving forward from things like A Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween. We should be moving forward because those are a thing of the past. And the problem with keeping them together and keeping them going is you're ruining the legacy of those films even more.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know? See, Halloween was meant to be one film, the original one, and then it ended up being a second one, and then they totally left Michael Myers to do number 3.
3 was the worst movie ever.
Which a lot of people actually think's the best. I've never really watched it fully. I've got the Blu-ray, which I need to. I probably have watched it, but years and years ago, I forgot about it because it ain't that great. You know what I mean?
Is it because Michael's not in it?
Michael is in it because he's on the TV.
Because it has absolutely nothing to do with parts 1 or 2,
But,
or the actual holiday.
But in the remake, Michael Myers is obsessed with masks, so that connects it to the third one. See? So if they'd have made the third one, it could have been Michael Myers created these masks, and they took over the kids.
So there's a couple deleted scenes from the remake of part 2, Well, actually, the sister was actually the murderer the whole time, and Michael never did come back.
See, I think if they'd have done that, that would have been better.
Yeah.
Because it would have been different, you know? See, let's talk about Part 2 remake. Let's talk about that, right? I watched that, and the whole time I went like this.
That was horrible.
What about the bit where they crash into a massive cow, and Michael Myers gets out with a saw and cuts the bloke's neck? And you're like, what? You know what I mean?
I just thought the whole, he was supposed to be on a mission to find his sister, kill his sister, and whatever. Okay, that couple's randomly having sex in the back of their van, and he bursts open the van and kills them for absolutely no fucking reason whatsoever.
You know, the ending of number 2 is what sells it as awful. Michael Myers looks up, his mum comes down on a unicorn. Very Norman Bates style, except Norman Bates has more class than that. You know, he just talks to his dead, rotten bone mother. You know, it's more classy. Hey, Michael. Whatever he did, he was high on bloody spliff at the time. It was awful, you know? I don't know why anybody likes these two movies. People who are Rob Zombie fans obviously don't know good movies, in my view. You know, more, you know what I mean? I mean, if they like all of them. You know?
Well, I think they know, like, House of 1,000 Corpses, real stupid.
No. What about Devil's Rejects?
Nah.
You didn't like that?
He just goes for too much gore and shock value.
I want to know what that guy was in Devil's Rejects. There's a guy, and he's like this, and he's got like these weird hands and this like purple face. And I'm like, who's this? You know?
It just really, I don't know, really odd.
What's this? Alex Trinder says, uh-oh, John.
I don't know.
And, Last Avenger says, favourite Hellraiser and why?
First one. When the guy gets his face ripped off at the end.
Oh, what way he says?
Yeah, that was a good part.
Jesus wept.
Yeah, Jesus wept. Like, wow.
I think that's one of the most creepiest things in cinema.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you've got to be really dark and evil to be that way, those things pulling on you.
Yeah.
You know? What do you think of the others?
I like the second.
You like the second?
Yeah, you had that woman that pretends to be that evil woman at the end and pulls her face off.
So what do you think? What do you think? Is that why you like it?
Mm.
What do you think of the other one you watched? Because you may watch the first three, didn't you?
Yeah. You mean the third one? How
Yeah.
what are they called? Cenobites. How they went after that girl at the end, that reporter.
I've always I did like number 3 because I thought it was ridiculous with the CD Cenobite shooting CDs everywhere. That was awful.
That reminds me of I Come in Peace.
Is that the Dolph Lundgren film?
Yeah, where the guy that takes out people's the mojo. What the hell? He sucks out something out of their body.
Yeah, because doesn't he shoot cocaine into them?
He shoots something into them, and then takes out some liquid out of their body.
That movie, I Come in Peace, is one of those really weird movies. We're watching it going, okay, so there's an alien hunter, and then there's Dolph Lundgren. Right?
There's an alien, the alien first, then the alien hunter, and then Dolph Lundgren.
Right. And they're running the band, you're like, who's who? I mean, you could tell who Dolph was, but you were like, who's who with these two? Who's the good guy, who's the bad guy? You know what I mean? You're like, is he going to kill both of them? You know what I mean? It was like, oh.
Because, he pulls up people's adrenaline out of their body.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs it.
The only Dolph Lundgren film I liked was Masters of the Universe.
That's because you like seeing half-naked, muscly men.
They must have really loved Rocky IV then.
He did. I love Rocky IV because I love the soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack's fan. I have it to this day.
It's one of the great soundtracks of all time, Rocky IV.
I love Bill Conti as a musical director.
Yeah.
And Malcolm in a couple of weeks.
That montage for No Easy Way Out is incredible.
Yeah.
Malcolm, in a couple of weeks I'm going to see Insidious 3.
Insidious 3, you're going to go and see it?
Yeah.
Well, I hope the cinema gets sorted out because I don't want that film to come out again. We'll get Insidious 8 soon.
I'd like to see 5 of them.
John, do you like Insidious films?
I saw the first one. I enjoyed the first one. Saw the first few minutes of the second one and turned it off. So.
Well, I put on the first one, turned it off. Even though I bought. It's funny because James recommended Insidious 1, 2, The Conjuring, Annabelle, and I've watched nearly all of them, you know, and each one of them I've been like, no, I'm not watching this, and turned them off after like 10 minutes.
Hey, but Malcolm, there is one movie, if you remember, that I recommended to you, and you actually loved it.
Yes, it was Slashers.
Yeah.
And that was by, like, me and Alex both loved that film. I can't believe it. We both like Wolf Cop. We recommended James. James recommends Slashers. We both love Slashers. Have you seen Slashers, John?
Never heard of it.
You should check it out. It's a good one. It's
Slash.
very funny.
Campy?
Put it that way. It's funny in a silly way, but it's great, you know.
Oh yeah, that's the best way the movies are supposed to be.
Definitely check it out. It's great.
Slashers.
It's cheaply made, though, doesn't it, as well? Because the other prosthetics on the film, they don't look as though they're like glued down very well.
Yeah, I just love the bit where the bloke obsesses off ripping this girl's top off.
Yeah.
You can never rip your top off like 5 times in the movie.
That's
I
why
wasn't so obsessed.
Have a look. I like the first one, it did work, but the second one is horrendous. And last one says, have you played Metal Gear for the NES, Malcolm? No. If I so, I don't remember.
And what's the NES?
Super NES.
Okay.
Well, like, John was right there, he beat me to it, then he was like, oh, show him!
Alex says, Slashers is brilliant.
It is.
Okay, I'll have to definitely check it out.
Slashers and Wolf Cop. Watch them in a double bill, trust me. They go together really well.
That's great.
I'm still trying to get the special edition DVD of Slashers.
Special edition?
Yeah. In America, you can get one with commentary.
Yeah, that's the one I want to get. I want to get that one as well.
I just think it's funny. Whenever I put Slashers on, I always sing with it now.
Oh, you don't sing that song, do you?
Yeah. Slashers. Slashers. It's awesome.
That sounds really bad.
What, my singing or the...
No, the actual song that you're singing sounds bad.
Well, since the whole song is basically slashers, the word slashers, it is pretty bad. But the film itself is awesome. It's one of those films where you watch it because it's low budget and you think it's going to be bad, but it just works out so great.
Hey, how about if there was the Slashers 2 and yours truly was the director of it?
Oh, John?
Me.
Yeah, then it'd be the worst piece of crap I've ever seen in my life. Seriously, though, I'd be interested to see what you'd make, because you'd probably have this really weird stuff going on in it.
Like what?
What? What did you know?
There'll probably be a couple shower scenes with just guys.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, washing each other. One guy dropping the soap.
Yeah.
The other guy hugging him from behind while he did it. I will say this, Slashers was such a success. I was surprised there wasn't more, but there's a reason for that. If you look up the Wikipedia page of the director, they'll see that he went through some troubles.
What was your favourite part of the movie, Malcolm?
The bit where he sticks the person's head on his waist bit. I love that bit. I love that because it's something that I've always thought about doing.
What?
Yeah,
So,
someone's head off.
Whose head do you want hanging from your belt?
Yours. That's what I told you, James.
You want my head?
Well, you always said to me, you'd give me head. So there you go.
Oh no.
No, he's not even denying it. But anyway, moving on.
I thought you were going to say the bit about how they had to stop doing stuff when the commercial break came on.
I did like that. I also like the one guy played two of the killers.
Oh, you mean the preacher man and oh, what was the other one?
Chainsaw Charlie.
Yeah.
I watched as the God's Will. Holy shit, it was bonkers. I can imagine it was, Alex. I still need to watch it.
Which one is that?
It's a Japanese film.
Oh.
It's hard to explain what it is. I recommend watching the trailer to kind of get a full idea.
Yeah.
Because it's really crazy. I've got it downloaded, but I haven't watched it yet.
Is it a martial arts flick? Is it?
It's like these big, massive boulder things that come down and kill people.
Odd.
But are alive, that talk and have faces like, hey.
Sean, have you seen The Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon?
Oh, I love that movie.
I just recently bought it last week.
Yeah, actually, that movie was actually pretty cool. I mean, the sequel was horrible, like usual, but the original one's great.
I think the first one was probably one of the best ones of the time.
Yeah, for sure. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Why did they feel that as though they needed to make a sequel? I mean, even Kevin Bacon was even in it.
Because when something's a success, they always make a sequel.
Even though it's going to be terrible.
To be honest with you, I was surprised it was so bad because it had Christian Slater in it.
It hasn't been anything good in, what, 20 years?
Because I was saying to James, John, that one of the worst things about number 2 is when you end up with Hollow Man versus Hollow Man.
Yeah,
we had a visible fight. Do you remember that?
No.
That was at the end of number 2. When they're in the rain, they're having a fight against each other and they're both invisible. It's one of the worst things because you're watching basically a screen with nothing happening.
And all you hear is the sound, right?
Yeah.
Just all you hear is the smack and oh, that's dumb. Wow.
Yeah, it's awful. You know.
It sounds kind of funny though. Two people fighting, you can't even see them.
But that's the thing, you know. That's what cheap movies do. They do stupid things like that, you know.
Is it the same sort of effects as in the first film? Like, say, if you see him standing out of a swimming pool, you can see him slightly until
I think you can when it rains, but it's not the same effects because it's not executed as well.
Yeah.
Check it out. You'll probably like the second one more, James.
I love the first one so much. I got it right here next to me.
Of course you do, because James has this thing, John, where when he gets a movie, he has to hug, kiss it, and spend time with it. And then he has to show it off multiple times. He has to show it off multiple times like it's his girlfriend.
What?
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's what he does in the chats. He has to show it off multiple times like this. Like, watch this. This is what he does.
Alex just posted a link here. I don't know what it is.
No, we'll look at that. We'll look at it in a bit. Just because it's hard to get a new window open, and when you do, it kind of the sound might go on the video.
That's true. Well, it's an image, so.
Oh, it's an image. Okay, well that's different then.
JPEG.
Do you want me to share screen it so everybody can see it?
Sure, why not?
All right, let's get that up, man.
Oh, jeez. Ah, that's funny.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, isn't it?
That's funny.
Share screen quickly so everybody can see. There we go. You know what else? That looks a bit like my dad.
What is that?
That's my dad's look. My dad does look
That's your
that
dad
way.
without skin.
It's my head.
Dad without his skin.
But yeah, that's a sample of the movie. It's very strange.
Huh. Interesting. Uh-oh. You still there?
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah.
Look, there's something that popped up that made it simple to longer chat.
Oh, that happens. For some reason, it pops up and then comes back. Because when I was in the chat with Tash, I think on Monday, it kicked me out completely, then just put me back in the thing.
Huh.
It's very weird. How was Mad Max, Alex? Now we're waiting for Alex to comment on the comment section.
Yeah. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So.
There's a video of it on YouTube of the whole movie. You know, really bad cinema quality, but it's on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I can get something like that in less than an hour. But that's crap.
Yeah, I remember the days where we used to just watch the cam ones, and they were so bad.
You got people walking in front of you, and
I used to watch. I remember watching Born Identity that way. My dad bought them for me off a market stall, and I remember watching it. And there's this bit in it where the person goes like this: "You'll never get me alive," and there's somebody running across the cinema. They would have been in the movie, and he's running through the seats and everything. And I was like, "That's more interesting than the film."
That's funny. So, if you want to advise movie-wise what you want to see? Either one of you?
All I had was, have you ever seen a pussy?
There's a movie coming up in cinema that you want to see.
Oh, is there anything in the cinema that we want to say? Is there anything you want to say?
I still want to see a video. I mean, I've seen it at home, but I didn't see it on the big screen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Well, I think I would want to say, let's say, what's coming out? I'd like to say, I know James is Insidious 3. I know that's one of his. It's really hard for me because I don't really look and see what's in at the cinema, really. You know, because I end up with so many movies to watch, I don't really look unless there's like video clips of it online. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I knew Mad Max was out because I'd seen things of it on IMDb when I was looking other things up. But I think there's things that I would love to watch, but things that I can't think of right now. You know.
I mean, I think that San Andreas movie is going to be horrible.
The what movie?
San Andreas with the Rock.
Apparently that's supposed to be great, but to me it just looks like any other movie, like Dante's Peak or that. It just looks like one of them to me.
Well, it's 90% CGI.
Yeah, that's the problem. CGI is one of the biggest problems with films now. Alex says it was very entertaining. Story was quite ridiculous, but it was one of the better action films in the last 5 years. John says, yeah.
I'm not sure if I agree with that yet, but we'll see.
Be interesting to see when you're going to see it.
Maybe next weekend.
Okay, cool. Well, if you do, you'll have to let us know if you think it is.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be. Personally, I don't think it will be for me. Because, you know, it depends. It depends on CGI. It depends on if it's something unique.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the thing. With a lot of films now, they're not unique. They haven't got that special oomph thing. You know, I was looking up Blu-rays today, and there's three post-apocalyptic movies coming out from Code Red.
Yeah.
One is Exterminator 2000 with Richard Norton.
Right.
The Sisterhood. And there's another one. I was like, I'll be buying these on the date they're released. Because I like those over what's now.
Which is actually sad.
You know, so that's something that really bugs me. You know, I feel like nowadays movies, they can be great, they can be awesome, and you can love them, but they'll never be as good as they were before CGI.
I mean, unless you go to see a different kind of movie, you know.
Alex says there's an echo now. Last minute says, are any of you looking forward to seeing Ant-Man? Okay.
What, man?
It looks kind of interesting.
Ant-Man. I have to be honest, Ant-Man's going to be in the new Civil War one, isn't he?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I've never been interested in Ant-Man. As well as the fact that Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas are in it, makes me even less interested. Because I kind of like it when it makes stars, when the stars are not already in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for instance... Yeah, exactly. You know? People like... I mean, Robert Downey Jr. was pretty big before, but he'd lost his career, and it helped him come back.
Yeah, Iron Man helped him a lot.
That's what I mean, you know? Chris Hemsworth became bigger thanks to Thor.
Without a doubt.
You know? So, even Chris Evans.
Yeah.
You know? Even though he'd been Fantastic Four, he got really nothing from that compared to Captain America. So,
they're both movies were good.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody really cared about him. Yeah. But having someone like Paul Rudd, who's kind of had quite a good career, and Michael Douglas, who really should be at the end of his career now.
Yeah.
To me, that kind of ruins it in a lot of ways. Because I like it when you have people that you know, but they're not big people. Like, to me, Michael Douglas was a big star.
Used to be.
Yeah. But, I mean, he was a big star, but I don't expect him to sound like this now.
No, about Paul Rudd. Right.
No, it doesn't to me either, because to me he's more of a comedy person.
We just, the guy 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's going to pull in crowds like that, and I bet you there's a lot of comedy in it.
Probably.
You know, so I've got no interest in it really. I'm interested in the Black Panther one when it comes out.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing more about Doctor Strange.
I'm Doctor Strange.
You're Doctor Strange's test subject.
I heard about Doctor Strange.
Benedict Cucumberpatch, or whatever his name is. That's what I call him. Yeah, I don't. See, the problem is, like, you know, I like him, but I can see him as Sherlock, you know.
Right.
I can see the roles, but when it comes to Doctor Strange, I think it's an interesting choice.
Well, he was a great choice for Star Trek.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it could be awesome in it, you know, because he has got that range. But I think the problem is he's only really just being tested now.
True.
So we doubt it to a degree, you know. When we've had people like Tom Hardy, who has done so many new different roles and nailed every single one of them almost, we're like, yeah, we can trust he can go from like Mad Max to the Cray Twins. Do you get what I mean?
True.
And I think this is the thing that's happening with him. He needs to have these different roles to show what he is capable of, and that's like many actors. Otherwise, you end up like Jason Statham and stuck in the same role. And the best actors and actors are always the ones that are in different kind of films. What's this? I can't name 10 English language that have done the job better than the new Max in the last few years. I'm honestly not bothered about Ant-Man now that Edgar Wright isn't directing. The Doof Warrior is... Samuel L. Jackson is a pretty big star, Malcolm. I don't know. I wouldn't say that, though. I would say that he is well known for being in a lot of movies for saying cuss words. I wouldn't say he's a big star.
I think in the era, he was.
I wouldn't put him as somebody who's, you know, when I think of actors who I think are big, I won't put Samuel L. Jackson as that now. I would never put him that way. I'd put him as somebody who had good roles,
Yeah.
you know. But I'd never classify him as a big star. What's that, John? Sorry?
He's in like 5 stars, but they're not all very good.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I won't call him. Let's put it this way: I won't call him big winning movies. Let's put it that way. You know, and for a point, he was going down.
Oh yeah.
You know, so no, I wouldn't count him as one. You know, I know what I'm now. I'll get this. You're a racist. What's this? The echo comes from you, Malc, as when John and Jay speak, it echoes. Oh, here we go then. Okay, let me sort that out. I hate echoing. Why does it echo? Where are we?
Have you got your microphone, Malcolm?
I'll trim my microphone down.
When it echoes on your end, James, you never put anything on. You better do next time. After saying that to me. Let's have a look. Let's see.
And then your big microphone.
I don't want to use my big microphone.
The Yeti one.
I don't want to use that one. Because it means I have to move it across the room and everything.
Oh, hopefully that's better now. I don't know.
Is that better?
They sound fine to me.
No, I can't hear anything now. Hello?
Hello?
Is that better?
Yeah.
Sounds fine.
Normally I put in the earphones for the chat taste, but normally I don't have problems for some reason on the other chat, so I don't mind. You're echoing really bad at your end, John. Oh, it says John's end is echoing now as well.
Maybe my microphone was up too loud. I don't know.
Oh well. Echo comes from you, Malc, as when John and Jay speak, it is echoes. Okay. Now it's sorted.
Now it should be good, I think.
I got some vlogs and gameplays to come up soon.
Oh yeah, well then tell us a bit about your vlogs that are coming up.
What was that?
James has got some vlogs coming up, so I said, why doesn't he talk a little bit about what's coming up in them?
Okay. I got a vlog from my second channel, which is all made and done.
Would you like to tell John about your second channel?
Good.
You got this real look on your face, Jez. I'm just saying, would you like to tell John about it? Like, because he's probably going to be in some more chats, and you like talking about it sometimes, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. Basically, I am a transgender, John.
Right.
I cross-dress on a monthly basis.
Cool.
As
As long as you enjoy it, my friend, I don't give a damn.
Sorry?
Just as long as you enjoy it, have at it, my friend.
Yeah. Well, it's more than just doing it on a part-time basis. I'm sort of.
You're trying to get the whole thing done, aren't you? You're trying to get the sex change and be who you're meant to be.
Yeah. But I got a situation that when I was younger, I had to be put onto injections to get through puberty, right?
Yeah.
I didn't find out about this particular issue until I was quite a bit older. And now things are going to take quite a while to be at the stage I want to be at because of the medication I'm on. So it's going to take a little while for things to start kicking in and start happening.
Yeah, was it like hormone therapy and all that, or what?
Yeah, I got to come off the testosterone injections I'm on.
Okay, yeah.
I went through puberty and then in time go on to the other stuff. So I got to wait for a breakthrough really, and then I can continue.
Well, I imagine it's probably going to cost you quite a bit too.
Yeah, I'm going to find out. I might do it on the NHS, but I got to wait and see until I can find the stuff out.
But this is the problem, James. Now that England is getting rid of the NHS, it will cost you a fortune.
Yeah, but either way, it's going to be okay because I need to have to pay for it.
hopefully when you do it, you're able to do some sort of payment plan.
Seriously.
You know, because you're looking at a fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
So that, that's probably hundreds of thousands, I imagine.
I can imagine, yeah.
So I've got a vlog, excuse me, on that channel being uploaded later in the week. I'm doing a vlog yesterday because I'm going out with my friend called Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm knows a lot about Nick.
Nick the Dick.
But yeah, do a vlog with him, so I'll upload 2 vlogs later in the week. Doing a gameplay, and I have a package on the way from Miss NYC Sparkles, which is a birthday present that she's sending.
Right.
But I'll do an unpackaging of that when the time comes.
What I want to know is where's my presents from her?
What?
Why hasn't she sent me anything?
I don't know.
Yeah, go on, come on.
Yes,
Because I really need a lot of stuff, you know.
but yeah, that's that. And thank you, Kelly, by the way, if you're watching.
Well done. In case you're watching, Kelly. Whoa! Not that. Oh.
I'll be doing a birthday vlog. So my birthday's on the 11th of June. So that'll be happening. What else? So yeah, the birthday bash should be happening on the 12th of June.
Well, man, good luck and all that. I hope that everything, works out for you and you can afford it.
Yeah, cheers, thanks.
If it comes to it, James, open a Patreon account and ask for Phil to help pay for it.
Yeah.
You'll probably be surprised.
I'll have to do that with that account, actually.
Especially on your other channel, because you'll have a lot of people want to support you because they're going through the same thing.
Hey, go through a few of those funding sites and try that too.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good.
You know, because you'd be amazed what you get, especially if you talk in depth as well and you've got proof that that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You might get a mystery backer who gives you like 50 grand. What's this? Last Avenger says, so Pulp Fiction isn't a big winning movie.
That's not what we're saying at all. No, what I was saying is that at that time when that came out, that made him a bigger actor. Pulp Fiction was 21 years ago?
Yeah, exactly. No, he wasn't the main star in the movie either.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, what's the last thing he did that was actually decent? What, Snakes on a Plane? And that was a horrible-ass movie. A lot of his stuff now goes direct to video. He's not a big actor, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. I think people get very biased about certain actors or that they like, because they'd be like me saying, "Oh, Michael Dudikoff's the biggest actor ever." He isn't. He wasn't, but he was a known actor.
Yeah, for those years in the '80s when he was doing the American Ninja movies, he was known. People knew who he was. He was on talk shows. Did this and that.
Yeah, exactly. But like we were saying,
once those ended, and he just kind of faded out.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's what happens, and that's, in my view, where you know who's like a star and who's not.
Dolph Lundgren was doing horrible until the Expendable movies came out again.
So this is the thing with the Expendables movies. Most of the people in the Expendables, their careers were over practically. They had these really bad budget movies coming out, and now that the Expendables is out, even Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? They weren't big stars really again until they used to be, obviously, but I mean of what, the last 6-7 years?
The early 2000s, their careers were pretty much dead.
Yeah, they were. I mean, Sylvester Stallone did Rocky 6 and that, which was awful.
Right.
And Rambo, which is awful. And now he's getting all these other movies coming out. good luck to him. But in my end as well, they should be, on the back burner.
Schwarzenegger's going to make a new Conan movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like,
Conan 30 years later, that's going to be horrible.
with his sagginess. Oh.
And from what I read, like three other of the original stars are going to be in the new one too.
Oh, nice. Do you know who they're going to be?
They haven't even announced it yet. I'm hoping it's Ernie Reyes Jr. at least one of them.
That would be good.
It's him, Falcon, and guy who was Conan's helper.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. I'm hoping those are the three.
Have you seen this show, John? Have you seen Power?
Power? No.
Neither have I.
I know 50 Cent in it, or Curtis Jackson, whatever he calls himself.
Yeah, he calls himself
You've not seen it.
I picked this up for $17 off eBay because it's one of the shows I've been wanting to see. And then I look on the back and I find out that the show's like a complete hour each. I don't mind that, but I'm just like, I need to be focused for it. You know what I mean?
So, $17 for the entire season?
What's that?
$17 for the entire season?
Yeah, it's only 8 episodes, huh?
Oh, okay.
What's the best
I got it. It's about $30 in the shop, so I got an eBay for 17. So I did the same with Orange Is the New Black. I got that today for $17 too. I'm happy. That's how I do it. With my TV shows, if I can, I'll get them off eBay because I can get them a lot cheaper.
So eBay's a great place for finding DVDs.
Oh, you get movies like Unbroken when they come out at $10 on Blu-ray the first week they come out.
Yeah.
What's your favourite retailer for Blu-ray and DVD collecting?
Who's yours, John?
What was that?
James, want to ask again?
Yeah, what's your favourite retailer for Blu-ray and DVD buying?
Oh, Best Buy.
Okay.
I would say mine was buy and sell video. I used to go there because they used to have the $1 DVDs and $5 Blu-rays. But other than that, Best Buy because I go there the most. They don't have as much as I'd want them to have in stock. Like for instance, they won't have Shout Factory stuff. They won't have Scorpion Release and stuff. They won't have most of that stuff, but most shops don't. Sadly, I wish these shops did so that I could pick them up in store because I really don't like having to order a lot of stuff online.
There's a record store that has a chain in the Bay Area called Rasputin Records.
Yeah.
And you would die in there, Malcolm. That's wall-to-wall used DVDs.
What's it called?
Rasputin Records.
Rasputin Records.
Yeah, and this wall-to-wall DVDs, old, new, used. Oh, it's fantastic. And the price, they always have, three for $15, or new releases are like five or $10 cheaper than the store. It's a great place.
I wish I could go there. Well, if I'm ever up in the area, John, you and mate, we can go holding up.
Absolutely.
If I'm ever in the area, we will.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
And for me, they sell old vinyl too. I love vinyl, music on vinyl.
Are they good quality?
Oh, they're fantastic.
Because I know
the full 78s and 45s and the whole deal.
What's that? Last means you keep your hair on, Malcolm.
What's he talking about?
I have no idea what he's on about.
Okay, I was going to say to you before you read that, he says to keep your wig on.
My wig on? What wig?
I'm looking at
It was hair.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh dear. But I'd love to go to that place one day. Hopefully, if they're still open and I'm in the area,
Oh, there's like 4 locations, and they just keep getting bigger.
Nice.
Yeah. And every time you go in there, wall to wall, there's people everywhere. So they're not going out of business anytime soon.
Wow, that's incredible.
And you can special order anything.
I think is it Brendan Mitchell goes to Amiga Records.
Yeah.
Have you heard of them?
Amoeba, yeah.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
Is it nice in there?
It's like 3 decks of DVDs.
Because I know he goes there sometimes,
Yeah.
and that place has always looked incredible.
Yeah, I mean, Amoeba, that's just, again, it's 2 or 3 floors of music and DVDs.
Wow.
And I mean, how many record stores have a freaking elevator?
Yeah,
Because there's so much stuff in there.
that's just incredible. You know, you won't get anything like that in England.
Oh,
Not now.
I wouldn't imagine.
You know?
Probably back in the 80s you probably would have. But
Yeah, you would have back then, especially for VHSs, but not now. I can't imagine it now.
Yeah, VHS and what was the other one besides VHS?
Beta.
Yeah, and Beta. Yeah.
You ever been to England, John?
No, I really want to go through Scotland and England. That's my my big trip it's on my bucket list before my life ends. I want to go to Scotland.
Do you think it'll ever happen?
I think so. Well, the thing is, Trey and I are going on a cruise before the end of the year to Mexico. Well, they have cruises that go from Los Angeles all the way to Scotland, and they stop at Scotland and all that.
Nice.
And if we can afford that, because I told you before, I hate flying, and 16 hours on a plane is not my idea of a good time. So if I can take a boat there and it takes a week, I'm fine.
That'd be good. Actually, that might be a good idea. Because then you get quality time with your wife, and you also get to go where you want to go.
I mean, I want to go to the Highlands and all that. I want to see all that.
Are you going to put on a kilt?
I have a kilt.
Good.
I got my kilt, my sparring, and my sword. I'm cool.
You're going to run down the Highlands like
with my ass hanging out with no underwear on. Oh yeah.
I've always wanted to face paint my face and do that.
Yeah, get that blue going on both sides.
Yeah, and just shout, oh, as I'm laying down his face.
First we got to turn around and moon everybody.
That would be awesome.
And then run your ass.
My stepdad, he married my mum, and he was wearing a kilt.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody lifted you up. He had nothing underneath.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was so embarrassed afterwards.
Now I want to go to Stirling and just run my ass naked through there,
One time when I was younger, I was going through a rough time, like we talked about.
Yeah.
And I'd kind of lost the plot a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to run down the road naked.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And my feet were bloody afterwards because I had no shoes with that on.
Right.
And I ended up being took to my mum's because obviously I was a bit, So, but yeah, it wasn't the best experience because people remembered that and they used to look at me and go, ah, and all that, man. I was like, yeah.
You're the one who had a tallywhacker out that one time.
Yeah, I did that one time, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. When you do things like you hope that like women go by and go, ooh, but no.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I remember it was probably cold and shriveled.
It was a cold day, all right.
What's this? Alex says, swap meet has let everyone, including himself, down. Do you know who swap meet is, John?
Oh, yeah. I know what it is. SWAT meet has let everyone, including himself. I don't know what that is.
You don't know who that is?
No.
Basically, swap meet was a guy called Nick who was friends with Brennan Mitchell, who's a movie collector. And a scumbag, I gotta say that because he's got lots of movies, right? But he gets most of his through being able to review them. So people go on, oh, you've got all these movies, and in reality, most of them he's got from reviewing,
Right.
So he had a friend called Nick who he used to meet. He was really skinny and he was a bit on the feminine side in my view, bit nice, but a bit feminine, in that skinny kind of way. Not that you'd notice it unless you're really looking at him. Well, he disappeared. And he said he can't do, and Brennan Mitchell said he won't do videos anymore, and so forth. So 2 years later, we see Swap Meet Searcher again. He's overweight, he's got a weird shaped head now, and he tries to open a Patreon account to try and get money from people for his meth addiction.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I think something really bad happened to him.
Sounds like
he seemed like a really good kid before. I think he might have lost a parent or something, big.
Yeah.
And I think it messed him up. I think people judge him too much. I don't agree with what a lot of people say. I can understand why Alex says he's let everybody down
Right.
easily, because opening up a Patreon account just to get money for people is wrong.
Right.
You know, but I do feel bad for him. You know, and I do feel like Brendan could maybe be a better friend to him and kind of try and be there for him instead of just being like, oh, let's go holding up.
Right.
You know, so hopefully we'll get that. You know, I'll probably Bermich will probably see this video and then call me a scumbag, and
Oh,
you know, to his millions of viewers.
who cares?
Yeah, who cares? You know, but no, seriously though, I think people can judge, and I think they have a good point, but at the same time, I think people can't get better unless they've got the right support.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to be positive, but you're showing yourself a negative, what's the conclusion is always you end up on the bad side of it.
Exactly. You know, I mean, like anybody, when you go through a rough time, you need the support in a lot of cases to get through it.
Yeah, I mean, I told you before, my brother was a heavy drug addict.
Yeah.
He was living on the streets and living. He used to kind of wash himself in the public bathrooms and all other stuff. Then finally got off, but he just started going to a church, church meetings and meeting people, and he's been clean and sober for like 15 years.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
That's something that that's what something to be proud of. When you've got a relative who's been that awful and then sorted himself out, that's something amazing, an amazing achievement for him to get off that and do the right things.
Yeah, I mean, he was stealing from the family and his friends and all that stuff, and finally had enough and found like you said, found positive people. He's been great ever since.
That must have made you a lot happier as well.
Yeah.
Because it can affect us emotionally. What happens to family members,
Absolutely. I mean, if you're really close with somebody and they're going through something trying, it's hard to not get involved and be affected by it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So I was hoping that Tash was going to show up today.
Yeah.
I kind of thought she might have done.
I was hoping she would.
Know that you were in it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But she might have been busy. I'll find out though, because I'm going with her in like 40 minutes. So I bet we'll find out. I bet we'll go. Were you there watching? Because John wanted a comment from you.
Well, no one heard. She's probably still, coughing her lungs out and trying to feel better.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. John's always been there in our chat. Shit, you could be there one time and point my finger like this.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
You're talking to her in 40 minutes, are you?
I've got letters at your place. What?
I said, are you talking to Tash in 40 minutes?
Yeah, I'm talking to Tash in 40 minutes because it's our gaming night, isn't it?
Okay.
We game on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Fridays, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably be gaming Resident Evil 6 again.
Somehow you talked Donna into an extra day.
Yeah, I did because well, basically it was if I go to bed 1 hour earlier, I have an extra day, so an extra 8 hours. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Hey.
Yeah, so. But yeah, so we're gaming in about 40 minutes. So.
Excellent.
We're
still on Resident Evil.
Yeah, we're still Resident Evil 6. I'm hoping we get to finish that this week. Because it is getting a bit tiresome now.
I mean, that's what Tash was saying Monday, that she's just getting sick and tired of it.
Yeah, it's not. I don't get tired of playing with Tash, obviously,
No, of course not.
But we get tired of playing the same game again and again and again,
Yeah.
Because you want to have something new. I want to play Resident Evil 5, but then I know that's going to be the same because Resident Evil 5, you have to earn points to buy stuff again. So I'm a bit like, maybe we should move on.
We could have actually be like, I really want this game to friggin' end. I hate this,
Well, she does get fed up of it. I don't blame her because I do too, So.
Well, didn't you say you guys have like 70 hours into it or something like that?
Yes, I looked at 78 hours.
Damn.
Imagine that, 78 hours of me and Tash playing together on that one game.
Well, she said that the last time you guys played, she wanted to scream at you during the game.
Well, I think the problem is, and I hope she's listening to this bit, so Tash, if you're listening, watch this bit, right? when we played last time, what happened was when we first played, I played the lead character.
Right.
So I took the lead. When we played the centre, I played the centre character and then took the lead again.
Right.
So I think she's like, you let me take the lead. Me, I'm like, I'm like any other guy. I'm like, let me do the shit. Bang, 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 bang. You know what I mean? It's just,
right.
It'd be funny to watch if it was easily recorded,
Well, didn't you say that if she took the lead that she would just get shot all the time?
Yeah, she gets shot and knocked down all the time. On easy, she gets killed multiple times. You see, because now if she's watching it, she's going to kill me.
Oh, I know.
But,
I brought it up.
Yeah, you brought it up, so I had to comment in the most manliest way.
Yeah.
Get me in trouble now, John.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so James, what are your plans then for this week? Because you're seeing Nick tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm seeing him at 4:15.
4:15 for Insidious 3?
Take George out.
George
Nick's dogs, John.
Where'd that come from?
What's that?
George of the Jungle theme song you just started singing.
Well, he said George, so I just started singing the theme song.
Now it's going to ring through my head the rest of the day.
It's a great song,
The whole rest of the day I was thinking, watch out for that tree.
Yeah, but you'll see people walking, be like, oh, watch out for that tree, and it'll be like a lamppost or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what about you, John? What are you going to be up to?
Rest of the week, well, I have do my week 11 for my music blog.
Nice. Oh yeah, I've been looking at your blog.
Yeah, just been all the stuff I've been downloading. And,
have you been doing it long?
Well, it's week 11. But as far as the blog's been, it's been 10 weeks.
Do you get many views?
Nope, not really. Like you and Trey, that's pretty much it.
Oh, okay. Because I do look at them.
I put it all over Facebook, but whatever. I do it more for myself anyway.
Well, it's good. It's like me with the movies I put while I watch, the pictures and that. I put it there so I can just look at them and go through them.
Not just even like last week, I added I think like 5 gigs of music to my drive.
Nice.
Just all the shows I get and the demos and all the crap I told you about.
Well, that one you sent me was incredible. I really enjoyed it.
The police one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the the unreleased songs and all that.
Yeah, that was incredible. Oh, we'll comment. Gonna go see X tomorrow. Any films I should get on the cheap?
What kind of movies did you want, though?
Alex buys anything. I guess it's a bit. He buys anything. It's like me. He buys any genre, I think.
The Intouchables.
Anything and everything.
The Intouchables with the subtitles.
Alex has got that.
Okay, great freaking movie.
Alex has got that because I remember before you recommended it to me, he recommended it to me.
Yeah. So
it's one of those things I need to check out.
A movie called Kill Me Later.
Kill Me Later.
Yeah, with Someone Blair and Max Beasley.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So your dog, John.
What? Oh, I have 3 of them.
Oh dear, this is the part of the chat where James starts going, is that Rammstein behind you?
Yes, it is.
Is that? There we go.
There's Rammstein.
Hold on, let's get the picture.
There
we go.
In their head.
Oh, you know what? I could crack a joke about that with the cone on its head.
The satellite, yeah, she just got fixed. No, I'm on a chat. Sorry, roommate's home.
So oh,
good.
I was gonna say, so is the room you're in your living room?
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty decent sized living room.
It looks like a nice room from what I've seen of it,
Of course, it needs to be cleaned up a bit, but still not bad.
That's the problem when you've got pets, though, isn't it? I mean.
Well, being invested, possible to have like a nice couch because they're going to just dive on it and bite on it and rip on it. And we have the big cat tower in the corner.
Yeah.
Mommy's home safe. No bullets in my bus.
So what are you going to be doing the rest of the day besides gaming with Tash?
Probably I'm eating meatloaf.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Sounds good.
It does sound nice. I'm having meatloaf. Cabbage.
The turkey meatloaf or just regular beef?
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be turkey because it's healthier.
It's a lot healthier. Yeah, I love that.
Because obviously I'm on the diet thing, and so.
Honestly, I can tell you look a little thinner. Honestly.
Oh, thanks.
What was that?
Before I sound rude, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome, James.
But
the roommate.
But so yeah, I'm doing that, and thanks for saying I look a bit thinner. I've lost 6 pounds.
How much?
6 pounds.
Okay, cool.
I was hoping for a little bit more, but I've got to take time, innit?
Yeah, I mean, you can't just drop. Can't drop 20 in a week.
He's in Seattle?
Yeah.
My mother grew up in Tacoma.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was there on Alaska Street.
Oh, nice. I'm in
98.
I'm in Everett.
Okay.
Everett.
You're across the water.
Yeah, I moved here with my wife 2 years ago. 2 years ago now.
She's a cousin in Everett.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Ain't it weird? The world's so small.
Yeah. Now, James, are you in London? James.
Sorry? No, I'm in Bristol.
Are you in London?
No, I'm in Bristol.
In what?
Bristol.
Bristol, okay. England.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a Bristolian.
Yeah, I'm a Bristolian.
Bristolians are known for being the most rudest and most horriblest people in the world.
What? No.
No. See, from what I've read, the worst people in England are the people from Hartlepool.
If you look up on Google Bristolians, there'll be a thing that tells you at some point, there'll be one link where it tells you about Bristolians. It says Bristolians are rude people. They don't open doors for you. They say horrible things. They ignore you. Because I looked it up when I thought about going down to Bristol.
See, I've read that the worst people in England are the people from Hartlepool.
From where?
Hartlepool.
Oh, Liverpool.
No, Hartlepool.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, remember that there's an old English story about the French shipwreck in front of Hartlepool?
Oh, yeah.
And, the people thought that they were all spies. And there was a monkey on board the ship. Well, they hung the monkey thinking that the monkey was a spy. And to this day, there's songs and fables about who hung the monkey. I'm not even kidding.
I think it all depends.
I love history.
I think when you talk about people in England, I think it's weird because obviously London area gets a bad rep, but I think it's everywhere, really. I think it's everywhere. Where I grew up wasn't the best place, but there's probably places far worse than that we just don't hear about.
Exactly. There's absolutely horrible places in California no one's ever read about.
Well, it's like here, if you go down one of the motorway bits round the corner, not round the corner, like when you get on the highway, go down one of the turners, there's a whole load of gang activity there, people getting shot and everything, but not round this part.
Right, not done.
So, yeah, not this one, thank God, But what I'm saying is, it's everywhere, you just don't think about it most of the time.
Right. I mean, you hear about it on the news, and it scares you, but doesn't really, hopefully, affect your neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, luckily the area I live in is very quiet, and I like that because we've got quite a nice house, and it's just nice and quiet and relaxing, and I don't have to worry.
The housing strip that we're on is from like the 30s.
Yeah.
And this is basically like Old Town Pittsburgh in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
This is where the governor lived on the street, and this is where all the old time people used to live.
Yeah.
Where Pittsburgh was started.
And this, this is where the origination of Pittsburgh, began in this area.
Well, our house was built in the 1950s. And it works pretty well. It's quite nice, but you just worry that something's going to happen, that you need to fix, all of a sudden, is the roof going to have problems because of it being old? Is it going to be, you know what I mean?
For us, it's always the plumbing.
Well, we've had trouble with our plumbing. There was a bit where the water wouldn't go down, and they ended up cutting a hole in the wall and changing the pipes. But I'm like, oh, because I was like, thank God it's in the cupboard, because if I saw it on the wall and it was there, it bugged me completely. I could not look at the wall, with a big gap.
Yeah.
Stuff like that always scares me because I'm very OCD about when it comes to I want the place to be perfect. Maybe not when it comes to clutter as much, but when it comes to not being cut through or holes.
Right. As long as it's covered, you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's covered, fine. What about you, James? Are you covered? If it's covered, are you fine?
Yeah. We rent anyway.
What was that?
We rent our house.
Oh, okay. You rent it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I've got a couple of comments here. Alex Drinder says anything. It is a great film, so heartwarming and brilliantly funny. And we'll look for Kill Me Later. Cheers.
No problem, Mouse. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. There's another movie I saw a couple of years ago.
John, do you like this movie?
I love it.
James doesn't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's brand new as well.
He got given it, and he said, I'm going to give it away because I don't like it.
I saw one of those like Hollywood auction shows.
Yeah.
That car went for like $500,000.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Those old cars, though, they do get quite a good bit of money.
Oh, they should. If they're original from the, a Disney film from the 1960s, of course,
Imagine owning it, though. How scared you'd be of it getting ruined.
Malcolm, if I did a giveaway contest for it, do you think anybody would enter?
Well, you said you'd give it to T-Gold Kitty.
She didn't want it, she already got it.
Oh, so that's what you're going to do a contest now. I think the point of the contest is people want you to actually buy it and give it away.
Yeah.
They don't like it when people get given stuff and then they give it away because they feel like that person just can't be bothered.
It's true. I remember seeing one guy that with the highest auction thing that I've seen. Guy had like an original Frankenstein, the big ones that put on the big billboards.
Yeah.
He had one of those in perfect condition.
I saw that.
Yes,
I saw that.
Over $1 million.
Yeah, I saw that, and the bloke won't sell it.
Yeah.
I saw that exact episode, and the bloke said, I'm not going to sell it. I was like, to myself, why wouldn't you sell it when you're quite an older gentleman? If I was you...
He even rolled it out for him to look at it. He still wouldn't sell it.
I don't get that. Me personally, I'd have sold it for that, just to be able to be secure. Because if there's one thing I've learned about America is you need to be secure in money-wise to live.
Look at the cost of living.
That's what I mean. It's ridiculous. I was saying to Tash just the other day about really where I am to live. It's like you need at least 5,000 to have a comfortable life. A month, It's ridiculous because you won't expect it to be that high, but it gets higher and higher every year.
Yeah, because price of gas, price of electricity, price of everything goes up every year.
Yeah,
It's completely insane. Especially in states like California, New York.
Well, I tell you, I don't think I could live in California or New York because of those prices. I don't think I'd want to. Because especially New York. If you live in the New York part area, like right in the front bit, it's thousands upon thousands just to live in the place.
And it's, just for having the name of where you live. It has nothing to do with the place.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's
my
the view.
yeah, like one of my sisters used to live in Anacortes, Washington.
Yeah.
You know, this plain simple little place. You know, they paid like $500 a month for like 3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Then they moved to Florida. You know, they live right by the freaking beach. And they're paying like $2,500 a month.
It's crazy.
You know, paying 5 times as much for a beach view.
It's crazy, you know. In England, when you're on like benefits and stuff, from what I know from my mum, you know, because my mum's on full disability, the rent is like $28 a week.
Oh shit!
Right. Obviously rent and gas is like, you know, like 50, 60,
Sure.
whatever. But that big saving from the rent is incredible to what it is in America. You know what I mean? You just sit there going, it's amazing. Like if this was like this in America, you'd get all these, but then saying that, in a lot of cases, I find because of that, you do end up with better neighbours. You know what I mean?
If you get, you know, people who say you're paying $3,000 a month, very few people can afford that in the area you're in. So
Yeah.
you're not going to, you're not going to get the meth heads and the alcoholics and all that other crap most of the time around you.
See, that's what I like about the area I'm in. There's no noisy makers. There's no Looney Tunes that want to cause trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I like about this area. I think, in a way, it's worth the money just for that. Because where I used to live, there was so much trouble, so much noise, so much horrendous stuff. But I kind of feel like I'd pay anything for that pace. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I do like it, but I'm saying there's negative and a positive on everything in there.
Yeah. Like usual, negative and positive to everything.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to have to end the chat soon.
All right. I'm going to go talk to Miss Sketch Night.
Yeah, the sketchy one. James, would you like to talk about anything before we end up going?
Yeah, sure. It was good to meet you, John, as well.
Nice to meet you too. I hope all your other blog goes great and everything goes exactly the way you want it.
Yeah, I'll maybe I'll send you my links on the message or something.
Yeah.
James, would you like John to be in another chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You'd like to be in another one, John?
Absolutely.
Would you like to be in next week's?
Yes, I would.
All right. Well, then you're welcome.
Sweet.
James, because you haven't said much, would you like to talk about a certain subject quickly before we go? Like anything you got in your mind?
We're gonna have a pretty big update sometime within the next month or two.
Is this a movie update?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Finally, I'll be able to show off what I've been buying.
Don't forget to show your X-rated copy of Chitty Chitty Gangbang.
Okay.
You really should watch that again, you know, because you might like it more now, James.
No, I'm gonna keep it sealed.
I also
Still
love Benny Hill in that movie too.
Sorry?
Yeah.
I love Benny Hill in that movie too.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Benny Hill annuals?
No, I used to have the box set of like 3 seasons of a show.
Yeah. Brilliant show.
Oh my god! You know, I used to stay up, you know, Saturday nights, 11:30, Benny Hill on for like an hour and a half.
Awesome.
Of course, they were edited for American television, unfortunately, but it was still fantastic.
Well, that's the
Dick
problem.
Van Dyke, he don't seem to be doing much now.
What's that?
Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, Dick Van Dyke. Well, I think it's because he's got really old now. I mean, he was doing diagnosis murder when he was like an old man. I mean, how old is he now?
He was murdered in his 70s.
Yeah. So he's probably about, what, 80s now?
I saw like a few months ago, he was pulled out of his car as his car got into a wreck and the car caught on fire.
Oh, no.
The firefighter had to pull him out of the car.
Oh. Not good.
But he's like 86 now, so you know you can't
Well, you know, what we've got to remember is with Dick Van Dyke, he gave us so much and he made a big impression on the movie and television industry. But,
Huge.
you know, him not being in it now, really, is a shame. But at the same time, we've got so much to appreciate of his work that it's just incredible.
Malcolm, have you ever saw the Father Dowling Mysteries?
The what?
Father Dowling Mysteries.
Oh,
Yeah.
Father Dowling Mysteries.
Of course.
Do you know what? It's funny you say that because my mother-in-law, she owns the box sets. And I used to watch them with my mum when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
My family has a tradition. Everyone in my family loves murder mysteries, especially shows, movies, whatever. And every single one of us, I always talk too fast. Every single one of us watches them. You know, so I watch things like Taggart. I watch things like Inspector Morse, Lewis. You know, Law and Order, NCIS. You know, whatever the things are. You know. Cracker, Prime Suspect, whatever it is. But I don't watch them as much as I used to. But yeah, Father Dowling, I've seen it. Have you watched it, James?
Yeah, they're on CBS Drama quite a bit.
Your lighting's gone so weird. It's like orange.
Yeah, you're absolutely orange now. Yeah.
You should be on one of those orange adverts.
With as far as the Father Dowling, it was weird seeing, you know, Mr. Cunningham be all this completely different person.
Yeah, it was. It's so weird when you see, like, you know, this is the thing. So many people, I feel, miss out when they don't watch so many shows because they miss out on the differences and how people are, you know? It's so incredible.
He was on Murder Show for a few episodes too, right?
Yeah, he was. He was a police officer.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he was a sheriff.
I think he
What,
was
Tom Bosley?
Yeah.
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 I can't name the season. I wish I could, but I know he was in it.
Yeah, I remember watching Murder She Wrote all day.
The problem with Murder, She Wrote is when she wasn't it anymore, it kind of ruined the show. You know, those times where she was kind of like reading from the book but wasn't actually in it.
Yeah.
That ruined the show, in my view. Alex says, great chat, guys.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Hopefully we do better next week too.
I hope so too. Well, we better start saying our goodbyes. So, since John's no, would you like to say your byes first, John?
Well, thank both you guys for inviting me to the chat. This is completely awesome.
You're welcome.
And thank you everyone for the questions and everything else. And Malcolm, you and I will, I'm sure, talk in the next few days like we always do.
Yep, we will.
So you guys take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we will. James?
Yes, Mark, thanks for being an awesome host, as always. Thanks to John for meeting you for the very first time as well. And see you next week.
Yep.
And yeah, guys, as well, from me to you guys, see you next week as well. And hope you enjoyed this chat. That's pretty much it for me now. Malcolm, over to you.
Okay, guys. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for their comments. Alex and Last Avenger, I think it was just you guys.
Yeah.
Unless there was somebody on the thing. Nope, there wasn't. So I'd like to thank Alex and Last Avenger. I'd like to thank James for being here. And I'd like to ignore John completely. Because there's no... You know, got on your stripes, kids. Got on your stripes. You know? But no, I'd like to thank John for being here. Being a great guest, and I'm looking forward to you coming back next week. And we will be talking probably by then anyway, but I'm looking forward to it. And I'd just like to thank everybody for watching. So as always, guys, have fun and have a lovely week. And if you haven't already, subscribe to me, subscribe to my DVD reviews, and subscribe to John Quintero.
That's me.
So, that's John. Can you imagine if they'd gone, that's James? That'd be so funny, you know. But I should have gone, and that's James. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Take care and have a lovely day. Bye for now.
Peace.
Bye-bye.